Shall we start? No? Ladies first?
No, say it, because I think it sounds really nice with your accent.
What, Archwell Audio?
Yeah.
Archwell Audio.
I mean...
Really?
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, today is December 1st, 2021, and it's 3:19 a.m. I'm already late. Alright, so 1,523 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. Alright, let's go on Twitter. A lot to discuss because I bookmarked some stuff, and yesterday I didn't get to finish all of the stuff that I bookmarked to share with you. I put them on the list for today, and they will be last. So let's go on Twitter, see what's going on. Alright, this is the first tweet. Okay, Sussexsquad on standby after the airing of Princes and the Press, Harry and Meghan. So I thought that was funny. Alright, so someone tweeted that and said this is the squad who's waiting to defend Meghan and Harry on Twitter after the documentary. I think the second part. Do they have a third part? So I don't know. So that was really funny. There's no comment under it. I thought that was funny. So I bookmarked it to show you. Alright, next tweet. Okay, funny that the usual breakfast show had not a peep to say about the Princess and the press. It shows the degree to which the royal family controlled the press. Everything the British media tried to do to Meghan and continue to do was clearly done with the royal family's consent and collaboration. With this, I don't know why I am not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all about it. Why am I'm not surprised? For those of you who are new, I did a video when I first started covering the Sussexes. I think it's around either 2019 or 2020, one of those. There's a video that I did that talk about how the press started their nonsense. Alright, go check it out. Okay, this is me responded. No wonder why my channel is so heavily monitored. There's the shade. I point out their BS. One video was flagged 4 times. Actually, I'm still working on it. I don't even think they let it go. Let's see while I'm at. Okay, one video was flagged. Each time I fix it, there's a shade and I laugh. They flag something else. I'm on my 5th, I think, try, then look for something else. So this is what I wrote here, but let me go on YouTube, see what if they, they did! They let it go! It's this one. Okay, he threw the gold standard away. There it is, 7 people viewed it. So you know what? Let me make it for today, because it's been since, what is it? I think that's a retry that I did, the 24th. So it should be, let me see. The one that's going to be due today was the 24th also. 2 of 2. So this one should be before. All right, let's see here. Let's change it while I'm doing this. All right, let's make it, what date did I have for this? The 9th. So let me just put the 9th. And no. Wait. Something is not right. The 9th. This one is due today. Okay, December 2nd. Oh, so this one is fine because today is the 1st. What do I have for the 1st? Nothing. Oh, wow. Because that was the one that was supposed to be due on the 1st. So I'm just going to switch it. There's nothing else I need to switch. All right, so let me move it back. All right, so they let it go. They approved it. I can't believe it. All right, so let's put it for this today. Oh, I put it the 9th, December 9th, so it's going to be the 1st. All right, let me set it because it's today at 6 a.m. Let me make sure the time is correct. 6 a.m. All right, so, yep, they just approved it. December 1st. I can't believe this. I didn't have anything. So that's good. I'm glad that I went and checked it. So this one, I had to do it like a couple times. I think 4 or 5 times. So they just approve it. And they approve, they approved that one. So this one, I probably will let it go today as well. All right, so let's do that. This one is going to be at 12. This one, the 1st, is a short clip, something that I can't believe I came across. And it was something that I mentioned on my previous video, the 12 p.m. today. All right, so I got that. Anything for the 1st? I don't want 2 of my long videos. All right, so let me go back on Twitter. So that was the video that I had to do a couple times. So they fix it. Okay, I'm on my 5th try, I think. They're looking for something else. So they approved that. That's the video that I was talking about. All right, the only folks brainwashed about this are in the UK. The US is now fully plugged in and on those hypocrites. Nah, not really. Okay, there's me responded to her. All right. Okay, everyone knows the game, meaning how to play the game with the media. Okay, some stay quiet for the right opportunity. It depends on the people to decide. When I mean the people, meaning the people of the US. Okay, meaning that they need to vote. Okay, the people to decide which direction the US media will go. So once the people rejected the hate, because right now some people still embrace the hate. All right, so the media stay somewhat neutral, don't say too much of the good thing and not too much not to say too much of the negative thing. So they're right now on standby until they see what's really going on fully. And then I continue. I said, the hate's still strong in the US. Many are in hiding, waiting. Never let your guard down thinking everything is nice. Okay? All right, so there's it, except it seems NBC, particularly the Today Show. Oh, okay. I don't really watch that much TV because I'm usually busy editing. And when I'm not editing, if I'm sitting by the TV, I fall asleep. I fall asleep. Okay, Honda sits there staring into space and never offering a word of support or understanding about what Meghan has been going through. Okay, unfortunately, that isn't quite true. What is it? The Apprentice. I can't believe I remember. The Apprentice was on NBC. So you could sort of have an idea which way the whoever owns NBC, the CEO of NBC, if it's the same person, since The Apprentice was on. The Apprentice is a show that Donald Trump was on. All right, so you might have a sense of the way they are going. Like for ABC in the US, the sense is that, what is it? The CEO, I think, is a British person who's the CEO of it. So you get a sense of that. So it's CBS, which will air the Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, that probably somewhat don't have any tie to anybody. I mean, they'll air anything that will bring in money, but I don't think they have any tie with anybody. Either the monarch or whatever. Anything that will make them money, they will do it. But the ABC one, you have a sense because it was ABC who said something about when one of the reporters had the stuff with Epstein and they scrap it off. All right, that lady, there's a video of her who was talking to her colleagues saying, oh my God, I had all of this and they didn't let the thing go through. All right, so that's her. And then you have NBC is, the one who were airing Donald Trump things. So you have a sense of where things is going. So we just need to pay attention. Okay, well, I say, unfortunately, that isn't quite true. Well, yes, aside from a few mega types, mega is those people who's for Trump. What is it? I came across an article where I didn't fully read everything, where some state where all of the megas are trying to run for public so they could screw up the election for Trump if Trump decided to run. And I'm pretty sure he will, because he's so much in deep shit, because this is his only way out to get himself out of those stuff. But people need to pay attention. Even though if they think they could do that, if we have some people who hold integrity of the law, they can just go in and do their nonsense. All right, look at what happened in Georgia, for example. Okay, but it's not the prevailing opinion. Okay, that's a very good conversation. Let's see. It's not the prevailing opinion, but I see a few white liberals, primarily women, who are spouting the UK media talking point. Harry and Meghan together as a couple is a form of, Washad test for white supremacists, regardless of their race and political ideology. Yes, indeed. All but the mega and far-right crowd, some middle-aged white women in the US are still seething with jealousy that Meghan hijacked their princess dream with Harry. Really? Oh my God. Yeah, but only a few. Once we bat them back, the rest will shut up out of the shame. They really think Harry will settle with some old-ass people. Oh my God. Everyone thought they had a chance with Harry. These people. But anyway, next week. The genesis of Revelation and William Kate's problem with Harry and Meghan, jealousy, enviness, covetousness. There was sibling rivalry too, envy, even over the Sussex's global popularity. William is very conscious of his position, and having seen how his mother used to upstage his father, he has no intention of allowing Harry to do that to him. But that should have been the point where he should learn from his mother's pain to not do that on his brother. Well, this is a baggage for God. I've said so many things before in other videos, but this is a baggage for God. All right, says a courtier. They are a complicated pair. That's a baggage for God. Let's see what some of the pictures they say here. Okay, Prince William. Okay, Prince William, Kate Middleton allegedly getting frustrated over Prince Harry, Meghan Markle's popularity contest. I can't believe this idiot thinks this is a contest. His position is to help people with their lives. So instead, he's taking as a game. I mean, when you could see the pattern of all of their supporters, even when Buzik discovered those haters, these people. There was a tweet I came across. They think this is a game. This is not a game when you're messing with people's lives. Okay, that remind me of another a movie, a stupid movie that one of those a Puerto Rican played in it. Something I forgot his name, where they put him, they offer him money to come to stay in one of those huge mansion, and then once he get there, in order for him to leave, he had to escape, and then they use him like a target or something like that. It was probably in the 90s movie. It just reminded me of that. These people are playing with people's lives. This is why I have to say this is a baggage for God. God did not make human to be other humans' pet or games to play with their lives and stuff like that. People who's doing that, who don't have anything better to do, God's work, God, you need to give them something else to be occupied. Keep their minds something other than what they are doing to inflict pain onto others. This Newsweek part, I can hardly read it. Okay, Prince William being outgamed in America by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle expert. So you know what else too? They're putting these headlines out, even though this idiot and his wife knows that this is nonsense because they're controlling it. And at the same time, I could see they're putting those headlines out to trigger him. Okay, it feels like a trigger headline to make him feel something, to act stupid again. All right, to do something stupid. This is a trigger piece, I think. Okay, Meghan Markle and Harry, now multimillionaire and richer than Kate. Yeah, these are trigger headlines. Trigger headlines. How could he be? Harry and Meghan is not even close to the fraction of the thing that. How long has the Queen been piling money, putting them offshore? Okay, Harry and Meghan just started. These people. This is why, they're messing with African American, black people in general, their lives, because each generation should leave something for the next, right? So the monarchy has been doing that. How long? For centuries. For centuries. Okay? You think just now that Harry and Meghan is richer than them? Because whatever the Queen has is leaving behind for him. It is a given. Nobody could dispute that because he's gonna be the next one in line after his father. All right. So how could this is a trigger piece right there? All right, that's a trigger piece to make him feel something. But this idiot will not understand that whatever the Queen has is left for him. All right, that was a trigger piece. Okay, this is such a ridiculous position. All he had to do is put in the work. Stop looking constipated, snotty, and embrace his family popularity. They all could have traveled in different planes, but get to know everyone together as a family, so senseless. No one can blame Harry and Meghan leaving. Yeah, if he knows his position, and as a matter of fact, if they had embraced Meghan, they could have been right on top, floating with pride, with nothing else. Okay, there could be no wrong with people because Harry and Meghan was there, and then they embraced them. But no, they want to be bitter and go to the evil side. So they are a baggage for God. All right. Even though some of us may not see it in our lifetime, but they will see their match. Then get off his backside and do some proper work. The day of people bowing down and loving you just because you're a royal will end with the Queen. Exactly. It was very one-sided contest. The Sussexes were just doing their thing, and yet their devotion shone through. That's right. What is it? There's videos you see Kate going to school talking to kids. I don't know if I have that video. And the kids, they were asking, what is it? Kate was asking the kids something. I don't know what it was. What did the kid say? Where's Harry and Meghan? And then he said, yeah, but what else? And they were saying they want Harry and Meghan, not her. She rolled her eyes. And then you see her sitting with dismay. I don't even think she wants to do the work. The firm is pushing her, trying to elevate her, but she's not showing through because she has no interest. Her passion is not there. Harry even said it in the Obama Foundation. When you, what is it? They've been doing it slightly different from their family. At least Harry, because he goes after things he's passionate about. And this is why he shined through.
So you're affiliated, as many in your family are, with many, many charities. You're patrons of certain organizations. I read that you have about 15 charities that you're affiliated with. Your brother and sister-in-law have about 35, but that's less than some other members of your family, right? You all are doing it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So how do you focus?
So,
And tell us, that by contrast, how many charities might other royals be affiliated with in different generations?
Hundreds. My grandmother had to rewrite the rule books to a certain extent. My father and my mother have also done it their way. And now we're the younger generation coming through trying to do it our way because the world has changed so much. We believe that by streamlining and by bringing people together in order to effect real positive change is the only way forward. And it worked for previous generations, and we will always say yes to becoming patron of a charity that we believe in and that we're incredibly passionate about. But I think in today's world, you have to be involved with things that make sense to where your passions lie, rather than potentially turning up to a charity once a year. I don't think that's necessary.
Okay, Harry said everything that he wanted to say. There's nothing to hide. And you're seeing it, he's backing it up by doing the things. He's backing his word by doing the thing. Okay? He will die trying. Okay, he will die trying. It's his calling, his destiny. It's just a clown show and is the center of the temper tantrum. So he has one only in his mind: his fish bowling. Yeah. What is it? What I have for new subscribers, I have a backup channel where I did a research piece where I said, you know, they are a fishbowl. They're living in a fishbowl of lie. All right, that's what just that remind me. All right, at moment, Egghead is thinking about divorcing Hyena for someone younger and prettier than Meghan, since the 20 plus years stalker social climbing is no longer useful to him. What is it? Let me stop. Okay, the problem is he doesn't know anyone prettier or more intelligent than Meghan. He'll have to settle for a younger Kate. That's true. Meghan is one of a kind. One of a kind who is pretty good at almost everything. Okay, a little bit of everything. She may not master everything, but she's good in every little bit of everything. So that's why when there's a conversation, she could have an input of things. You could see from the deal book conversation she had with Melody Hobson, there's something, you know, Melody was bringing in the numbers to back up anything that Megan said. Megan was bringing certain things. All right. So you could see Megan reads and she knows what she's talking about, even from observation. I'm telling you, this conversation was really good. It feels like it could again go for 2 hours because, you know, they both fit well with each other. They know what they're talking about. Even if you didn't read or do something, due to observation of things you could see through between the lines, they all play a good part in that from the deal book conversation. All right, let's read. After this, I'll move on to the next one. Okay, I find the people around the royal creepy. Prince Harry first day at school, the teacher putting her hand over Harry to shake William's and Charles' hand, not shaking Harry. Wow, really? And welcoming him on his first day at school. It is always about Willie, why he is upset when Harry left. That is true. But did they do that? I didn't pay attention. I don't know. Maybe there's a clip somewhere. They did what to Harry, OMG. That is some mess up BS. They mess up even his first day of school. These are people who's paying attention. Get the last headline of Harry and Meghan being richer than, was it William and Kate? I cackle. Yeah, it's nonsense. It's things to trigger William to say, oh, look at your brother. He's making more money than you. And then to get him upset to come with some stupid things for them to write headlines. All right, so that's the next tweet. There was more in the other tweet. There was more comments, so I just move on because I have more to share with you. Okay, 5 of Prince Charles' most touching quote about son Prince Harry. All right, so this is how the thing started, the tweet, so people to add their own thing. But I went the other way around. Oh, 4 people like it. Okay, well, I always believed Charles and now William procreating for the firm, meaning that they just produce for the firm. Once they have an heir, party time with the side chicks. Okay, once they have the kids for the firm, they done. They said, here, the firm, here's my kids. Do what you need to do with them for the next in line. All right, so then he went to have fun with the side chicks. That's what I mean here, because Twitter don't allow you, don't give you enough character to express your mind too much. Okay, shame on those side hoes like Camilla, allowing these men to continue with their bad behaviors. Harry never got the memo William got. Whatever they taught William, they never taught to Harry. Thank God for that. Now he's living his best life. All right, together forever. Okay, for people like it. Here's all hot. Okay. And part 1 of the Prince and the Princess and the Press, I cave and watch. One of the reporters commented on how whenever Charles was asked about his sons and their accomplishment and interviews, he quickly changed the subject. The man is a glorified deadbeat. Let's see here. Where can I watch it for free? Okay, I caught it on YouTube before it was yanked. Okay, so that's one of the people who was putting it out. I think I have the full video, by the way. I have the full video. Do I? I don't know. I don't think I do. Maybe only those clips that I have. Okay, I'm looking for it. And then the second part myself. Okay, quote, my father told me to accept press abuse because that is how it has always been for him. Sean, you want better for your kids? Paraphrasing, of course. Harry said that. Harry said that. I remember Harry said that. All right, so she's saying here, she's paraphrasing. Okay, I think it was abuse in all form. Charles has always given hints that his upbringing was cold and strict and that he survived, so his son will as well. A parent is supposed to break the cycle, not accept it. Yeah, that's what Harry have said. I remember that. And then when he see the same pain, I've said this in other videos. Harry have experienced his own type of pain. Charles experienced it, but he is aware of it, but he didn't put a stop to it for his kids. But Harry have experienced a different form of pain with the tabloid, with his family, and all of that. So when he realized this is gonna be a cycle that's gonna pass on to his family, and he saw how his wife was already experiencing, this is where he said, "I have to break the cycle. Let me get the hell out of there." Okay, because he learned, he see things. There's no more teaching, there's no more better teaching than you experience it. Book can tell you many things. Other people could tell you things. Professionals could tell you things. But you experiences is the best teacher. So Harry learned it through experience and said, nope, I do not want that for my wife and children. At that time, kid, which was Archie, and get the hell out of there. And he was trying to work with the firm, by the way. It's not like he just pick up and go without saying anything. He was trying his best to work with them. There's, at least from the part that I hear, I'm sure he was making deal with them. Okay, if I go, I do this, that, everything he bring up, they say no, including the half in and half out, where maybe 6 months in the US, 6 months in the UK. They said no. They rejected everything. They want him to see the firm as this pedestal, glorified kind of thing. This is the only way. And then you cannot survive without them. So Harry said, okay, I take my chances out there since you didn't want half in and half out. All right, because both of them are hard workers. And I don't think they mind in terms of where they were gonna live as long they are safe. Okay? They didn't care if they were living in a mansion or an apartment. I think I've said that in a old video. I don't think they care as long they're not experiencing the pain. But Meghan, who is hard worker, Harry, a hard worker, and they put in the work, they like, we're gonna make it. And then on top of that, you got Tyler Perry, you got Oprah, and probably countless of others we don't even know about who said, we got your back. You're gonna make it too. We want you to show them that you could do better without them. And I learned a small piece of that, even though I didn't know about it, to the I think the deal book conversation that they have, where Megan says something like, I'm paraphrasing, where she meets with people who help guide her, paraphrasing, where when there's a deal is offered to them to work with people, where they should work with those people or reject those people or initiate certain work and stuff like that. They have good people around them to help them make good decision. Okay, like what is it? Someone said to her, to Megan, or is it Melody? Yeah, it has to be Megan. Okay, oh, you gotta meet Melody. You have to meet Melody. I'm pretty sure who probably told her that? President Obama. I'm pretty sure this is the person who told them to meet with Melody. Why do I say that? Because Melody Hobson already have relationship with President Obama. How do I know that? She was the one they used to introduce Harry and the Obama Foundation, okay, organization or something like that. Okay, when Melody was interviewing Harry, all right, so they hire her to do that interview with Harry. To that, they already built a relationship, even though if it was for work, but that work mindset where it's not backstabbing. Oh, I'm gonna be better than you. This kind is a mutual understanding of moving forward, where when one is down, the other one help each other. So I'm pretty sure that's where they, because I think Harry already have good relationship with the Obamas. Okay, they already have that. And then it's to Obama, I'm pretty sure they told them you have to meet Melody. And then with that, Harry already had that interview with her. It was a very good conversation that they have, by the way. And then that full circle come around. Well, you do good things, you're gonna have good people surround you. All right, and this is the same thing that I said when Harry was interviewing Hutchinson or something like that. In that video, I said something like, and initially when you meet a white person, don't automatically reject them, thinking they all have the same mindset as those megas or those how do you call this, with those racists and all of that. It's always good to show your best true self at initial when you first meet with somebody. Then you see how they react back with your kindness. Then if they reject your kindness, that's when you're human. You could be as savage as they are. But you decided you have control of that savagery and said, no, I'm not going to act this out because I'm human. I don't want this to be, you treat someone as you want to be treated. So therefore, every initial reaction or introduction is to respect, understanding, kindness, compassion, understanding, and then see if the person will return that same kindness. If they don't, hey, everything is at play. It's not to bow down to everybody. Look at Harry and Meghan for instance. Okay, they don't did that no before that Hutchinson interview. I didn't know they were going through all that much pain. We knew a little bit. We speculate. We do. For me, I do humble opinion. All right, Meghan and Harry and went with the firm with compassion, understanding. They treat the royal family the way they wanted to be treated. What happened? Okay, they reject their kindness, so they move out. They could have easily returned that thing. Since they left, the only thing that they did is the open interview to tell their side of the story in terms of the tabloid. Okay, they were responding to the tabloid, and then they shut their mouth. Okay, and then look at this, they're self-destructing because they want to inflict pain onto people. But the God, thank you to God, that shield that they put around them, this thing never reaches them because they are in their own bubble. They're doing what they wanted to do from the get-go. It's to do good things. All right, where did I go? I went on. All right, so you have to show respect. Wow, a lot was said here. Some men are meant to be procreating and others were meant to be fathers. Prince Charles was not meant to be was not meant to do either. Good thing Diana was alive long enough to counteract the negative consequences and influence of that institution. That is true. One of the son. Why is that? Because the firm, the minute the heir was born, the firm took over of the first one. And then the second one, look at even what is it? Even Charles didn't even give a damn about Harry the minute he saw it was a boy. Okay, the minute he saw he was a boy, he didn't care. Because he already had a heir to the throne. Okay, he didn't care about a spare. He wanted a girl. Diana even said that. So they didn't care. All right, he gave a heir to the throne, and then he's done. But thank God, with that institution, with pedophilia and all of that, thank God it wasn't a girl because look how soon Diana had passed. Diana died too young to leave a little girl in this infested place. Okay? God knows, God knows, God knows, God knows, God knows, God knows. Okay? This is why Harry was born because God knew everything. I don't want to say everything, but my goodness, with one son. Okay, the UK monarchy and its heir have used Prince Harry's skill for their personal benefit. He has always been a mere tool to that family. They do not see him as a person. It's tragic since he is apparently real terrific guy. That is true. They never taught him to be mean, but they try. They try. But what happened is that because Harry didn't really, I've said this, but in some shape or form, Harry sort of said he didn't really like to be in school. But what happened is that when they sent him to engagement, they sent him overseas. All the work that the others did not want to do, they sent him to do. But what he was doing, he was learning. He was learning through people's experience. What better way? Look at this. In college, I learned about some part of what is it? African cultures, the Egyptian, the so many other cultures, around the world, but little bits and pieces. We didn't go too much into the foundation of stuff, but in terms of what we need to know. Harry, on the other hand, was going through there. He didn't read that through books. He was experiencing. He see it. He went to the most remote places. He said that, to most remote places, to see how people interact.
How do you understand it to begin with? How do you know that that's a part of your destiny?
Well, we don't, put it this way, we don't all sit in a room with a queen and a blackboard going. It kind of, I don't know, I think I wouldn't say it's in our blood, but at the same time, I think it's over history and watching our parents, watching our grandparents, and just learning our way through that process. I mean, Christ, I think I went to my first proper royal engagement at the age of 4 or 5. So you make mistakes, like we all have. And then slowly you find your way and you start to realize that you've got an incredible platform to make really positive change. I think what happened to my mum probably put me a step back, thinking, well, how could someone who did so much for the world and did so much for everybody else could be treated like that But as I said, it's once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life earning that privilege and giving back and also gaining the trust and respect of the general public and then using that position for good. I think I wouldn't say it changed my outlook on life, but there were certainly experiences that I went through during those 10 years that not only was I surrounded by normal people on a day-to-day basis and being able to share and talk about everyday issues that they were going through, but it was a grounding moment for me as well, wearing the same uniform as all of the people that I was serving with, getting an opportunity to serve your country on operations, but also being part of a family. And that's not just the guys and the girls that were wearing the uniform, but also the wives, the girlfriends, the kids. That whole network of support was huge. But I think my understanding of service and duty became really, really ingrained, or it was given to me by my service in the military.
I want to ask you, you traveled the whole world in both your role, in your royal role. As you were going around the world, how did you get more focused on things that you cared about? I mean, we see a lot of pictures of you with children. You spent a year in Lesotho,
Yep.
right? And, bring that to life for us.
I get all of my passion, inspiration, and energy from young people. And that is from the ages of 6 or 7 in the Caribbean, when you get a 6-year-old turning around to you and telling you exactly how much damage your country and the developed world is causing them, all the way to 28, 30-year-olds who, at some point in their life, have already a better understanding of duty and service than I ever did at that age. Because it's all about giving back. So yeah, I think that, look, lots of people say that, oh, your job of traveling the world is wonderful. Of course it's wonderful. But when we get sent to some countries, we don't always get to see the beautiful parts. We're always there trying to deal with some of the issues, but also doing everything we can to bring people together to make change, to make positive change. And it's an absolute joy and a privilege to meet the younger generation of change makers across the world who genuinely believe in the fact that they, as a single person and as a group and as a community and as a nation, not only can change their country, but can change the world as well. And that is what keeps me going on a day-to-day basis.
How their culture is, how they eat their food, and all of that. He was there. He was learning through them. And then when they do a certain engagement in the UK, tech people, was it one of the squad is, I remember once put a picture of Harry talking to a young lady regarding something she created, and that person commented on the tweet and said, oh, that's me. I was explaining to him this and that, how this work and how this. You see, Harry was really engaging in what she was saying. So he was learning through all of that. Okay? He wasn't in the classroom learning. He was the hands-on, see it, experience it. He was learning. And what happened when he does that? He remembers stuff. He remembers people's name. That's the thing too. So the firm didn't really teach Harry anything. They tried to, but what happened is that Harry was contemplating with what they were telling him, with what he was seeing. This is where the clash came. I said it in other video. What he was experiencing, people real struggles, real pain, real compassion when he goes to meet them. All right, they always open door for him with respect and understanding. Okay, they know he is a prince, but yet they still teach interact with him like human being, not putting him on the pedestal. Oh, this even Melody Hobson said when a 6-year-old tells you that your country was destroying their livelihood or something like that, paraphrasing. And Harry said, I believe them somewhat, okay, because he went there and see it. But the firm was telling Harry something else, but Harry was seeing something completely different. This is where the clash came. All right, when you see the drinking, all of that, not only he didn't have Princess Diana to guide him, so this is the contemplation he was having with himself. I truly believe that. All right, Harry, you better come in my comment section and tell me to shut the hell up. That's not what your problem was. But then he had people who pretty much shook him and said, stop contemplating with that. Okay, embrace where you are. Okay, do something about it. You have a platform, use it to do something for those people you see who are going through so much pain. Okay, use your platform to help them. That's how you create that marriage between that struggle he was having with himself. Okay, he wants to do so much. The firm is really not doing shit. All right, actually, the firm is helping the government to put those people in those positions so they could pretend in the facade that they're doing something. All right, but to get money for that. That's my take on that. The firm then teach, well, they sort of, but not fully. But Harry was saying something else. Okay, let me continue. Too much of my humble opinion. I have so much tweet to share. Okay, love is a verb, not a noun. As newly engaged, Charles and Diana were publicly asked whether they were in love. Diana replied, of course. Prince Charles replied, whatever love means, makes of it what you wish. He wasn't really in love. Diana was there for the firm. Okay, for the firm. That's it. To create, and then as soon that they create, it's like, give her 5 years and move on. Darling to Diana, I thought I had a request, girl. All right, there's broken heart and this. Let me move on to the next one because people are just putting emojis. All right, it's very sad though. All right, so this is the Ghislaine. Oh, that should have been at the beginning. The next few one, the trial and other things, and then I think I went back to the Sussexes. Okay, this is Omid. Prince Andrew has been named for the first time in the trial of Ghislaine Maxwell. Jeffrey Epstein's former pilot told the jury today that the Duke, Donald Trump, and Bill Clinton were some of the big names that had flown on his jet, which was once nicknamed the Lolita Express. Okay, Omid continue. Lawrence Visosky, who testified for the prosecution, was asked about passengers during cross-examination. He shared that Kevin Spacey, Chris Tucker, okay, this is the first time someone mentioned it. I've been zipping my mouth for every time this thing came. There's another person I'm zipping my mouth for until somebody said. Okay, there's one more person. I'm surprised they didn't mention it here. Okay, one more person into all of this debacle that's going on. And I'm surprised nobody have said it. Tucker, I've been knowing. Chris Tucker, I've seen picture of him. Okay? And I was like, what the hell was he doing there? I'm not surprised. I was just waiting for someone else to say it. There's one more that I'm aware of, and I'm waiting for someone to say that in all this mess, who's bringing girls to them, okay, to put the connection. Many of you have interact with them, but at one of my tweets, we talk about it, but I didn't say what I was thinking about. I just zipped my mouth. All right. U.S. Senator John Glenn and Judge Mitchell had also been on the flight, but says he never saw sexual acts or underage girls on board. But let me just shut my mouth. Okay. What are you saying about the two ex-presidents? What is it? Two ex-presidents? Oh, okay. I'm like, I forgot. He did mention Trump too. Okay. Clinton and Trump are already named. Yeah, they've been known that. Okay, tomorrow is Mama might make an appearance with him to show support. As a royal expert said, it's believed that Andy might show up with mommy tomorrow. Okay, this is why the things, those nonsense headline that was happening, not only to cover William's nonsense with what happened in Africa, but other things too, to cover the trials. And I think when I was editing that video, I put a screenshot of what was going on. I didn't say it. I don't think I mentioned it, but I put a screenshot. Anybody who was watching the screen could know. Well, this is what I said. They will both go to housewife. In the meantime, Sneer Organ is tweeting about Meghan being a bully because sending 5 a.m. email is as bad as it can possibly get. Okay, Ghislaine's looking rough. Okay, there's that. Who was Lolita? That's the name of the plane they call. Okay, a fictional character in a famous novel of the same name. See wiki extract below. Alright, I don't want to read that, but that's all. Alright, there's more, but I just want to bring this to light. Alright, everybody been known that Clinton and Trump and all of that. This is why they got rid of Epstein. But I'm surprised this one stays in the US. She should have fly right back to the UK. All right, next tweet. Byline investigate. The most now is about Meghan's case here. They're speculating in terms of what's going on. There's a possibility on Thursday when the thing about Meghan's appeal. Well, Meghan was not the one who appealed. Mel on Sunday's appeal will come out. That video might come out before this one, okay? Because I make it a priority as soon as the thing come out, whether YouTube approve it or not. I'm not gonna schedule it for another day. Maybe other tweet about it will come, but whatever the result is, I'll put it on maybe on my other channel. All right, app you Team Sussex. All right, so this is they're talking about it. All right, the most it can be proved on Warby's reading is that she knew there was a possibility, a risk that it might become public, meaning the letter, okay, the letter she made to her father. All right, but there is nothing to show that, for example, she took any active steps to make it public. And lo and behold, what we knew is that she was already talking to the enemy. And they used that against her. That's the thing. JK used that against her because she knew there were leaks that was going left and right. Long and behold, she was talking to the person who was leaking everything. Baggage for you, God. So much, so much. Whew, this is why sometimes I don't pray to God for things that I want. It's things that I need because God has so much to deal with so many haters going around the world, so much for him to do. So if you don't need something, don't pray to God. Okay, if it's want, things you could live without, don't bother God. All right, things that you need. All right, do the work to get what you want, but things that you need, ask for God, because things that you need is things for survival. Let me keep going. As I'm reading this, I'm thinking there's so much nonsense going on around the world because I keep on saying baggage for God. It's a lot of baggages. Okay, all right, so let me see here. Let me read this. Byline retweeted its own thing. So let me read the comment of that. So did I finish reading? The most it can prove on Warby's reading is that she knew there was a possibility, a risk that it might become public, but there is nothing to show that, for example, she took active steps to make it public. In other words, she thought this would be leaked somehow, but she didn't do the work to make it public herself. All right. Instead, she was trying to keep it private because through the text you could see her conversation with Kanoff saying that don't talk to Sam, don't discuss it with anybody, and all of that. All right. So this is what Byline is reading. This is why I said there's some good journalists. There's some who's still fighting with this infected other tabloid people over there. All right. I'm gonna read this tweet and then I'm gonna go end this. All right. I thought the same too. Meghan just acted the way any intuitive, smart person who suspected a distrustful person would do. Take precaution and hope for the best. But her father failed the test and Mel on Sunday illegally printed more info than was required. She never mentioned it in the briefing, I said. Okay, thank you for spelling this out so clearly. It's alarming to see how the Daily Mail is twisting things into some big scandal when it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, these people, you know, lawyers, attorneys go to school to learn how to uh, see the meaning behind some words that people do. But those journalists, well, they're not even journalists, those tabloid people, they go to school to learn how to twist people's word another way. All right, to do the opposite what lawyers do. Okay. Yep, and those little emails proves her point. Then there's that is true. And I was so shocked when they released the text, and what I was seeing on Twitter was that oh something like uh they proved their point or something like that. She was lying. That's the thing I was saying. She was lying and all of that. But my heart was beeping for her, and I like how the hell she was lying, and she apologized to the court and all of that. My heart was really beeping for her because I thought something really bad. But when I see the text, I was like, what the hell are they talking about? What the hell? This actually proved her case. It actually strengthened her case. I'm not English is not even my primary language, but come on, comprehension is very should be their main thing. They lack of that. All right, yep, and those little emails prove her point. Then there's it is not the gotcha they thought it was. They just exploited Meghan for more clicks. All right, so that's it. Let's go into this. All right, this is what you explained. The Meghan case, the press is grooming the public by distorting the fact. All right, because they know what he mean by that. They know they're gonna lose. So, in order to show they're losing and I don't know, losing is losing no matter what, but they sensationalizing it, getting the people's mind prepared that you know it's nothing. This kind of thing. I don't know. But these people are good with words. They know how to play with the mind. I mean, that's some psychology thing here. The people in the UK who's been groomed to that, it's really hard to get them out of this. If this is the only thing that they're seeing, they're not seeing news going outside besides from those people. All right, so they already got the mind of the people over there. And I can't believe they vote for these people again. Okay, I still believe the male know they are going to lose. Okay, they just wanted the sensationalized headlines to bully her more. That's another way too. Okay, then okay, that's a different language. The British press are dangerous to morality, to justice, and to democracy. I feel like I read this in another tweet video. Okay, and frankly to life. All right, yeah, I think I read that from one of the tweets. Okay, and frankly to life, they have driven people to suicide before, ruined the livelihood of others, and nearly drove Meghan to suicide while pregnant. Yeah, I read this. All right, so let me move to another one because I don't want to waste time. Looks like I'm going to have two videos because I'm already 40 something minutes here. Next tweet. All right, calling people names and making up lies about them is a form of bullying. Why was the British royal family and the British British media, I call them British mess, British media harassing the Duchess of Sussex to the point of suicide ideation? Was it because she and Harry were making the others look boring, dull, and unrelatable, or was it simply because she was half black? They didn't care. For the media, the main thing is the fact that she married into the royal family. All right, their whole foundation to be the way they are is what Meghan has become. All right, again, for those who are new, go watch that video. Okay, that was a research video that I did in terms of how the tabloid came about. Are the cousin, aunties, and uncles, both sides of Harry's family, worried about being cut from their share of inheritance if they side with Harry? Surely all the Spencer's kids support them. Oh, that's a good point regarding the monarch, the rest of the monarch. They probably don't say anything. They're just playing it, you know, right in the middle. Because if they support Harry and Meghan, yeah, that could be true. It's best to just stay quiet than actually add to it, add to Harry and Meghan's pain. And I think in the background, okay, I think Harry and Meghan have good relationship with those that staying at Frogmore right now. All right, so they just stay quiet. They don't, you know, stir anything. But Harry and Meghan should just keep an extra eye on them. Okay, does Diana brother stand with Harry or does he accuse him of lying? I have no idea what Harry uncles think. All of the above, but racism is the primary driver. I think so too. All right, racism is the primary driver, because that was the part when from my research is a bootleg research. Okay, I came across and I put it together for you guys and I share it with you. You can make your own judgment about it. But I'm talking about the video that I made. We have a professional historian. I put clips here and there to put it together for you, give you my point of view. It wasn't just me who read stuff and tell you this is what it is. Historian were talking about it. Okay, how do I know? Harry was beloved for decades and there was no problem. Meghan being beloved was seen as an existential crisis for the royal family. Okay, the moment Harry wanted to live his life for himself and not that toxic institution is the moment family and institution realize he will no longer prioritize them and their goals. All this makes sense. Okay, I believe he is on Harry's side. Who, the uncle? It's hard to read because I've seen other things where some of the thing he said is questionable. Is if it's that Diana's brother. Alright, some of the thing he said is questionable. Okay, no, he is a royal family lover and will set Harry adrift. William went to him, remember, to stop Harry from marrying Meghan, and that tells us a lot. But then, what is it? Then Harry went to some of Princess Diana's friend, and you could look at when they did the unveiling, how the sisters embraced Harry and the brother. All right, I think I brought it up too in that video, the unveiling video, and I think I did too. One was whatever I was seeing, some tweet and my observation, of course, and one about the whatever the monument that I spoke about it. Okay, the artist. Okay, he didn't even walk his own daughter Kitty down the aisle. Her brother did. Okay, her brothers did. So there will be a little room for caring about Harry. He just did William's bidding to tell Harry to postpone any proposal to Meghan, not to be trusted. Yeah, there's some stuff he does. I don't I question it. All right, is one of those. Okay, you could keep him closer, but don't tell him everything because he could easily backstab you as well. Kitty married an old rich man, very suspicious. So that's the same as Harry marrying someone they didn't think was right. Kitty loves his man, and that should have been enough. It's not for others to decide on who love and marry. Okay, you're right. All right. Let's see. After this, what's on the screen? That's it. It's too bad we will never get honest answer from those idiots unless they can make money off of the solution they come up with, like bullying and taking Meghan to court is a dead end road. Okay, or court rats, insert coins to see. Okay, okay, insert coins to see why you lost through hustle. That is true. If they cannot make money of it, they're not gonna tell you anything. Even though they know they're gonna lose, they wanna make money as they're losing. To be honest, I think it is a case of pure jealousy over her popularity and star power. Both William and Kate are thin-skinned and believe they are the future Kate and Queen, so everyone should be less than they are. Okay, with this part, look at the video that I have the UK flag. I forgot what I call it. I always said the UK flag. Okay, then they are. William is a vindictive thug and will never change. Yeah, yeah. I don't see how he's gonna change because since he was a kid, he always get his way. So it would be very difficult for him to move away from that mindset. He is not saying anything because people got to him for refusing Diana a shelter at the family estate, but I believe he is a pro royal family. It's really sad. It's really sad. Even I'm telling you that Princess Diana went through a lot. Can you imagine that? Diana knew that marriage wasn't good. She wanted to back off. They insist her to marry anyway. Now that she divorced them, they shut the door on her. I mean, that's some really sad things for Diana when you think about it. They push her to go against her own will. Now that she did now that Diana did what they told her, things weren't working out because of her instinct. She knew the marriage shouldn't be from the beginning. So now there's a divorce.
Now, once the Queen had effectively ordered a divorce there would be.
They shut the door on her. That's some shit there. My goodness. Okay, all of the above, but racist is the number one reason plus envy. Definitely. I believe so based on my research. Yeah, hate and envy. They didn't want a black mixed blood to be in the royal family. That's the thing. And the thing is that they could have learned from other royals. Was it Baron, was it Sussex royal have done a piece of that, a video about other royals who have done it. There's no problem. All right. So go watch Baron's video. He mentioned that. All right. Hate and jealousy. Harry and Meghan are forced. Meghan brought along her American work ethic and started getting shit done and seeing result. That was too much for them. That is exactly true. Get that few seconds she was over there, she make a huge impact that none of the world have done for centuries. All right. So when they realize, she's getting those people out of their misery. If they get out of their misery, what are we gonna do? What kind of facade we gonna put for the people to get the taxpayers' money? She gotta go. That's the thing here. I even said it in one of my videos when I saw Meghan with the school kids doing the symbol with the arm and stuff like that. It hit me when I saw it. I was like, oh my God, look at Meghan. She's a bright light in front of those kids. She's inspiring those kids to get out of whatever it is that they went through. The minute that I saw that video, that picture, very old pictures, not knowing any of this stuff. And then later on the time, I'm seeing more clips. The kids were talking about it as recently, sometime this week or last week. It's in one of those videos. It's gonna come out. By the time you see this one, it's already out. It was there before, but I never come across it. Next tweet. There have been 843 articles in print written about Meghan Markle in 2 years between 14 different British publications and a study by Guardian. This is before counting online platform. Why are the British media so obsessed with the Duchess of Sussex? All right, let's see here. New, there have been, okay, she tweeted that Markle in 2 years. Why is the media so obsessed with? Okay, she just retweeted the same thing here. Okay, I thought I read something. It was 50 per day on an average. We'll try and dig out the article. Okay, I read 350 per day coverage. What is it? A squad did something. Put how do you call this? Screenshot of some of this stuff. It could be. I don't know the numbers, but I think a squad have shown that. It's probably in one of my videos. Whatever I come across, I share it with you. Okay, I wonder if they are getting back at Harry and using Meghan to do it, knowing he will protect her. Hence, more stories when he retaliates. All they are concerning about is hate stories about this couple because it sells better than the positive love story. Also, keeping Willie happy. Yeah, the part about keeping William happy, I believe so. You can look at some of the headlines that I was reading, and I was like, yeah, this is a thing to trigger William. All right, to say, oh, your brother is richer than you, this kind of thing, and then for him to be like, no, he cannot be richer than me. Let's do this. To put his incandescent with hate to spark. But what I think with Harry and Meghan, all of this stuff could come. They could write all of this. I think they're in their bubble. This is why they stay away from social media. They don't, in one of my videos, in several of my videos, I think I said that they have their lawyers on a standby to go, or it may not be their lawyers. They have someone to look what's being said about them that's not true, and then to bring it to their attention, and then for them to act if it's worth pursuing a lawsuit or not, or just ignore this kind of thing. I believe so. I don't think they concern too much what the tabloid is saying right now, with the exception if it's something that's not true and it involves with them personally or with their work or their children. That's what I think. If there's something about their children, that's when they're gonna pursue certain things. That's what I think. But for them personally, I think the pain, the anger, the agony, all of this, they already faced that. But right now, they accept the fact who they are, what they're trying to do. They love each other. They understand their platform. They're doing the work. They're putting the time and everything. I think that's all they're focusing on. I don't think they care. It's like shooting blanks right now to them. It's just targeting the brother. This is the last tweet for this video. I have more, but it's an hour. All right, the next video is gonna be what I bookmarked for today and what I left yesterday, and then I'm gonna do a prayer after this one. This is Henry VIII. The best part about this is the press are on this program making complete asses of themselves, the princess and the press. So I'm assuming she watched that documentary, the second part. Okay, watching it now, Palmer saying, quote, "It was felt that Harry and Meghan went out of their way to make the British media look stupid." What? Is it crazy? Okay, so if this is exactly what he said, the thing is that their true self make the royal family look stupid because they were doing things that they enjoy doing. What is it? To make a cookbook is to make the royal family look stupid? Oh my God. What is it? The other one. The Mayhew Smart Works is to make the monarchy look stupid? If this is the way you see it, by all means, go ahead. Going out of their way. Isn't the royal family was there to help the how do you call this? Those charities? And that's exactly what she was doing. Oh my goodness, these people are crazy. Okay, when they did that all on their own, can't make this up. That is true. They did that on their own. All right, let's see here. Kamala Tamley is a liar, refusing to name her sources with that smug little smirk. Yep, I saw that part. That was in part one. Please, can someone send a link, please? Okay, or at least tell us who cannot get an eye on it what happened. I will even take film clips of the actual program. Please, pretty please. She wants to see it. Okay, I just follow you if you allow DM. If it's not there, what is it? That video that I just made public? All right, some clips of the first part is in it. They were blocking me left and right. One of them, they blocked the video completely because of a clip that they said. All right, they just approve it. Okay, where did you find part two? I've been searching YouTube and it looks like it's ain't up yet. Someone put it up YouTube video in the last 2 hours. Search for it a little. Okay, I could go search for it. Okay, it's my absolute favorite part. They're not just cool, they're stupid. I'm telling you, stupid people do stupid things. That's why. This is why I said, you know, you know how when we pray to God, you said, you treat others as you want to be treated. So if they're treating people like that, they need to feel that pain. It's not one-way street. They need to feel the pain that they're inflicting on people. Okay, what's more, they got caught in the sting and only realized it after the documentary. Yeah, talk about on go. Okay, how can I watch this? Anywhere in the US airing it. All right, so I guess someone in the US will have to buy the right to it. The same way some media in the UK had to buy the right to the Oprah interview, this kind of thing. So it's the same thing here. Okay, wait, part two is already up, same account as part one. Okay, the arrogance of their so-called reporters. All right, let's do a prayer. All right, prayer for, let's say, neighbors, since this is the last thing that desperate to neighbors to move away. I didn't even know there's such prayer. I'm reading some of the suggestion that YouTube is giving. Pray for neighbors to move away. I thought that was fun. It must be a crappy neighbor. That's not the amount that I wanna go. Neighbors for neighbors to treat what does that, to treat me better. Maybe that's it, to treat me better. I thought the suggestion was really funny. Let's see, is there some small one that's out there? Okay, let me just go on image. All right, I'm already an hour. Where's the image? All right, let's pick a good one. Let's do this one. All right, pray for my neighborhood. Okay, oh my God, it's long. Okay, when God works in a community, he doesn't just use adults, he uses the prayers of kids just like you. Here are some prayers you can use to ask God to work in your neighborhood, along with some scriptures you can look up to help you pray on target. Okay, for families. This one is for families and this one is for relationship. Okay, let's read both of these and then that's it. Okay, dear God, may the families in my neighborhood have peace in their homes. Help parents and children treat each other with love. Help children be respectful to their parents and thoughtful to their brothers and sisters. Help families who are separated feel complete and connected through you. Philippians 4:7, Ephesians 5:3. All right, so that's that. And Psalm 68. All right, relationship. Okay, Jesus, help my friend and neighbors be the kind of friend that you are. Patient, kind, forgiveness, and thinking of others first. All right, these are the things that I was saying. You treat others as you want to be treated. Okay, if anyone is lonely, help them find new friends. If any are angry with each other, help them forgive and learn to love each other better. Give them strength to resist the temptation to be offended or to argue with one another. Colossians 3:12-13, 2 Corinthians 2, 10 to 11. All right. I feel like I should read another one, but since I have more tweet to share with you, it's already 4:30, so I need to do the second video. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. And if you want to help this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate or watch the commercials. Thanks for watching.